am Naomi Grossman, Pepper from American Horror Story, and you're watching Sci-Fi Journal.
Welcome to another edition of Sci-Fi Journal. This one is for May 2015. This show is sponsored by the Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. I'm Mark Morriso. Also hosting the show today are... Who are you at the end? What's your name?
Ralph Rabinowitz.
All right, and...
James Hinsey.
All right, and Calvin is on... Actually, he's doing something for his job while we're taping, so he'll show up later on in the program. Now, my hat for the month, because of my bald spot and all other stuff. Here we go. I got a special one this month for you guys. Ooh, wait till you see. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, and I finally bit the bullet and I bought one. I got a Jane hat this month. What do you think? It's a little big, but it works.
It looks nice on you.
Man wears a hat like this on a TV show, you know he means business. All right.
Not afraid of anything.
Not afraid of anything, including being ridiculed by millions of people. There you go. All right, let's start off with the wonderful world of movie news, something we call popcorn previews. Take it away, Jay.
That's a really bad hat.
I love this hat. I'm keeping it.
Anyway, which camera are we at here? Okay.
The shiny one.
Yeah. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
See
now,
what I
we've
did?
shown you clips of this before, but we've got a brand new one this time. And this time around, we're introducing two new characters to the Avengers universe, Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Brother and sister.
All right.
And, of course, we're also introducing Ultron.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a kick-butt movie. And let's see, this is opening on May 1st. It's rated PG-13. And let's roll that footage and check it out.
I was designed to save the world. People will look to the sky and see hope. I'll take that from them first. There's only one path to peace. Their extinction.
Tried to create a suit of armor around the world. But I created something terrible. Artificial intelligence. It's called the Ultron program.
I'm sick of watching people pay for our mistakes.
Isn't why we fight so we can end the fight and go home?
Well, you amazingly failed.
Here we all are, with nothing but our wit and our will to save the world. So stand and fight.
No way we all get through this.
I got no plans tomorrow night.
I'm always picking up after you boys.
We can tear them apart. From the inside.
That's the best you can do!
You had to ask.
And I do believe the Vision shows up in this movie, too.
Yeah, as Paul Bettany, who's also the voice of the Butler robot, the
Yes.
AI. So
Yep.
I don't know how that all ties together, but it might.
We'll see. Cool.
Okay, next we've got Inside Out. This is a Disney Pixar film.
Yep.
And it, let's see, it stars the voices of Amy Poehler, I can't read my writing here, which is pretty bad.
Diane Lane, Mindy.
24-point type, and I can't read it. Tells you how bad my eyes are. Anyway, it has to do with a young girl who moves to a new town.
Yep.
And all sorts of problems ensue from the mayhem of the move and her emotions. And her emotions just go completely out of control. And we see what are controlling her emotions inside these little creatures.
Yep.
So they're inside of everybody, supposedly. But that is rated PG, and that is going to be released on June 19th.
All right.
So let's take a look at that.
So, Riley, how was the first day of school?
Fine, I guess.
Did you guys pick up on that?
Sure did.
Something's wrong. Signal the husband.
Uh-oh, she's looking at us. What did she say?
Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
Is it garbage night? We left the toilet seat up. What is it, woman? What?
I'm joy. This is sadness. That's anger.
What?
This is disgust. And that's fear. We're Riley's emotions. These are Riley's memories. They're mostly happy, you'll notice, not to brag.
I wanted to maybe hold one.
What happened? Sadness?
She did something to the memory.
Is everything okay?
I don't know.
Change it back, Joy.
Trying.
Joy, no,
Let
wait.
go.
The core memories.
Can I say that curse word now?
What do we do now?
Nothing's working. Why isn't it working?
We have a major problem.
Oh, I wish Joy was here.
We can fix this. We just have to get back to headquarters.
That's long-term memory. You could get lost in there.
Think positive.
Okay. I'm positive you will get lost in there.
What was that? Was it a bear?
There are no bears in San Francisco.
I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear.
This place is huge. Imagination Land? No way. Dream Productions? Rainbow Unicorn? She's right there. I loved you in Fairy Dream Adventure Part 7. Okay, bye. I love you. You can't focus on what's going wrong. There's always a way to turn things around. It's broccoli.
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza. Who's the birthday girl? Brain freeze!
Hang on. Riley, here we come.
Yeah, that looks like a real cute movie.
It does.
Yep.
Does look very cute.
It's cute.
And finally, last but not least, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. stars Alicia Vikander, Henry Cavill, and Hugh Grant. And it's a updating of the television show from the 60s. Now, it takes place in the 60s.
Yeah, 1963.
In the midst of the Cold War.
Right.
And it introduces the characters Napoleon Solo and Ilya Kuryakin.
God bless
Cool.
And it's written by Guy Ritchie and directed by Guy Ritchie.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be a fun ride.
It should be a nice
It's going to
ride.
be a
Yep.
lot of fun. So that's rated PG-13, and that one is going to be out August 14th. Let's take a look at that.
Are they still following us?
Yes.
Is there one of them?
Hmm?
Is he looking at us?
Hmm?
Does he have just one hand on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear something that sounds like a gunshot, drive.
Nicely done.
We recently discovered the existence of an international criminal organization with ties to former Nazis. Rumor has it they've built an atom bomb.
We have no choice but to work together to infiltrate this organization.
We'll leave you two to get acquainted.
Napoleon Solo.
The CIA's most effective agent.
Ilya Kuryakov.
KGB, the youngest man to join it in our best within 3 years.
America is teaming up with Russia.
Things could get a little messy. The thing is, I work better alone.
I work better alone too.
Okay, I'll let you tag along.
How did you get the invitation to my party?
I stole it.
So you're a thief. I hope you wear a mask.
Sometimes. Just never when I'm stealing things.
Not very good at this whole subtlety thing, are you?
It'll be like this for 20 minutes. Can't touch. Don't make me put you over my knee.
So you want to wrestle?
No, I did not say that.
Shall we?
Come on! Hold on, cowboy!
For a special agent, you're not having a very special day, are you?
Do these belong to you or to me?
Now, I didn't see anything in that particular preview clip, but I wonder if they're going to have the fancy car and all the gadgets that they had along with the when they showed with that showed up in the TV series, because they had the extra long pistols with the silencers and all that other.
Oh,
all the
they're
James
gonna have
Bond
all
type gadgets. You know, they'll have that stuff too.
I imagine they're going to have all that
don't worry about it.
fancy gadgetry.
Yep.
Because that was as much of a star of the show as the guys were.
Right.
So, anyway, that's what I've got for popcorn previews for the month of May.
Sounds good. Now, Calvin's not here, but why don't you intro his segment anyway?
Okay. Here's Calvin with the most popular segment, the only segment that gets Calvin stopped in the mall.
Yep. Okay.
Anyway, game over with Calvin Watts.
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over.
All right, the table that you were looking at here was one of the most popular pinball tables of all time, and it's Williams Whitewater. As you can see, it's a very beautifully done table. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, this game, Eric Bundy did a lot of work to it. He did the polished aluminum. He didn't do it, but I bought the polished aluminum. He put it on. He put the decals on. Did a beautiful job. It's got the color DMD in it, and it's got all new ramps. And I pulled the whole playfield down. I put all the LEDs in it. It's got the headphone jack by Pinnovators. All my games have that headphone jack. Great guys over there at Pinnovators. It's this game is just a lot of fun to play because it's original theme. It's not based on a movie or anything like that. Someone came up with this. Dennis Nordman created this from his brain, and that's why it's so great.
Completely agree. As cool as licensed theme tables can be, there's nothing that's going to beat an original theme table that's actually fun to play. Completely agree with you.
Okay, so now we're going to go on to Tube News with Mark.
Oh, that's me. All right, here we go. Tube News. Let's see, I got a couple of things to talk about from the Sci-Fi Channel. As we tape, let's see, Killjoys, Sci-Fi Channel, Friday, June 19th, 9 p.m. It's a series about interplanetary bounty hunters led by a woman, played by actress Hannah John Kamen, who stars as the gorgeous, complicated, and deadly Dutch. So that's it's based on a comic book. And they have a code of ethics that they have to follow and all that stuff. That looks pretty cool. It's like a short-run summer series.
Now, is she human? Does this take place
in the future? She is a human. It takes place in the future. Yep. It takes place in the future. She's a bounty hunter. She's, she runs this group that goes around collecting people and such. So.
Yeah, I was just wondering with the name Dutch.
Oh, I have no idea.
Or Killjoy.
Or Killjoy, yeah. Yeah. So, looks like a lot of fun. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there might be a spin-off. ABC is working on a spin-off under the guidance of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. executive producer Jeffrey Bell. There's no word yet on what type of series it's going to be, what kind of heroes or anything like that. It's going
Agents of Hydra.
Agents of Hydra. Wouldn't that be different, okay? And it's supposed to premiere sometime. It could be premiering in the fall, or it could be a mid-season replacement, like Agent Carter. And speaking of Agent Carter, they don't know if that particular series is going to get a second season or not. So there's a possibility we might have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spin-off and Agent Carter all going on. So stay tuned. As soon as we get that information, we'll pass it along to you, all right? NBC, I mentioned earlier that NBC is redoing Heroes. They're doing a show called Heroes Reborn, which premieres in the fall. They've announced that 3 characters from the original series, this hat's too big. 3 characters from the original series will be returning. Jimmy John Louis will reprise his role as the Haitian. He was the character who had the ability to take away other heroes' powers.
Right.
Jack Coleman is returning as Noah Bennett, the guy with the horn-rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
And Masaoka is returning as Hiro Nakamura.
Cool.
He was my favorite character on that show.
And he graduated from Brown University here in Rhode Island.
A little smarticus.
So maybe we can get him here to Rhode Island for a convention,
That'd be kind of neat to interview that guy. Right now, he has a role as the medical examiner on Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, he's great on that.
He does a good job, yeah. But, dude, you're out in Hawaii. Why would you want to come back to the cold Northeast for a convention or something? So stay in Hawaii. That's what I would do. All right, if you're a big fan of the Vampire Diaries, you probably already know by now that actress Nina Dobrev is leaving. The 26-year-old actress recently took to Instagram to announce that she will not be returning for the show's 7th season. And Michael Trevino, who plays Tyler Lockwood, will also be leaving the show. For all you Vampire Diaries fans, okay? And then finally, the CW and DC Comics are producing a spin-off series based on the Arrow and the Flash. There's all sorts of rumors going around about this. But this is what we know. The heroes for the show will include Wentworth Miller, who plays Leonard Snart, Captain Cold. That's one of the characters. Dominic Purcell, who plays Mick Rory Heatwave, will be another character. Victor Garber, Dr. Martin Stein, will also be on the show. Katie Lotz, whose role is still to be determined, as her Arrow character, Sarah Lance, was killed off.
Oh.
But she has a role in it as also. She's going to take over as Black Canary. And there's a rumor that she was going to be a character called the White Canary. And if you're familiar with DC Comics, the White Canary is a character from the New Earth Comics line that goes up against the Bird of Prey heroes.
Okay.
So she might come back as the White Canary. And then there's also another actress who's been cast, a young actress who's been cast as Hawkgirl.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Hawkgirl is going to show up in the series as well.
Cool. And with Victor Garber,
Yep.
Professor Stein, then that could mean that Firestorm's in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So
fun.
that would be great. I love Firestorm.
Yeah, that's a neat character too. And what's his name? Amell. The Arrow's brother.
Stephen,
Yeah, Stephen Amell.
yeah.
He's going to be, he was the other half of Firestorm.
Oh, yeah, and he was in the Tomorrow People
Yep.
last year.
Yep.
He was good in that.
Yep,
so.
he was really good in that. Wait, adjust.
I didn't realize that was his brother.
That was his brother.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the Arrows dude is their brothers. Cool. They kind of compete for who's got the best abs. That's what they do. All right, and that's all I have this month for Tube News. Let's move on to the wonderful world of anime with some shiny stuff called Anime Daisuki. Go, James, go.
All right, so for Anime Daisuki, I got a couple of things here. There's a graphic novel called I Kill Giants by Joe Kelly and J.M. Ken Niimura. It's getting a live-action film with the Oscar-winning director, short film director Anders Walter. So
That's
look
not
for that.
that's not the Attack of the Titans thing. That's something totally different.
No, this is different. I Kill Giants. I haven't read what. Oh, the story is about a girl named Barbara. She's kind of socially awkward, and she believes that giants exist. And one day she gets into a fight with this bully, but accidentally hits her friend Sophia. And then Barbara worries about losing her friend, and then she prepares herself to ward off the coming giant attack. So that's basic for the story. Joe Kelly, though, worked on Big Hero 6 character designs for Disney and the American cartoons Ben 10 and Generator Rex.
All right, that was a good
Yeah.
series.
Let's see, Variety reported on Wednesday this past week that Sony Pictures has acquired the live-action film rights to Robotech.
Oh.
The old 1980s Harmony Gold anime series that was a combination of Macross, Southern Cross, and Most Beta. They're looking at it as a potential film franchise. So that could be turning Robotech into a movie series.
Okay.
And then the latest incarnation of Thunderbirds Are Go, which is
Yes.
really cool if you haven't seen the trailer.
Yep.
It's a mix of CG and model work, or what appears to be model work, but it could be CG done so well, it looks like models. One of the designers for a new aircraft named Thunderbird Shadow, the plane there is by Shoji Kawamori, who had done design work and stuff, artwork for Macross and Escaflowne and Aquarian. So, you know, Thunderbirds has always been a huge hit in Japan,
Yeah.
popular, and influenced a lot of the anime designers for mecha and things like that. They were very inspired by Jerry Anderson's work, so he got to design an aircraft for Thunderbirds.
Do we have any idea when that new
It's
Thunderbird
airing
series
now.
is? It's airing now.
It's
but
streaming, I believe.
Is it streaming so we can catch it in the States?
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen the trailers on YouTube. There's a whole series of trailers and stuff. But I understand that it just started airing. So,
Okay.
and probably in England that is, but I'm not sure what channel.
I think it's
ITV. I'm
ITV.
sure it's ITV.
Yeah, it's on
yeah.
ITV.
Discotech Media has got lots of new DVDs coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. Samurai Pizza Cats, which had already been issued in the Japanese version. Now is the English dub version.
Wait, that must be kind of boring because everything comes with anchovies.
I don't know. I guess with Samurai Pizza Cats.
All right.
I don't remember ever if I have watched the show before or not.
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah.
Clicking.
Shin Getter Robo versus Neo Getter Robo.
Right.
There's another Blu-ray release coming. Getter Robo is a mecha that's a combination of 3 aircrafts, and they can combine in different ways.
Right.
So you get alternate versions of the mecha. But Shin Getter and Neo Getter, I guess, had a battle out in one of their series. And an old 60s television show that was created by Osamu Tezuka, who created Atom Boy.
Yep.
It's called Dororo. Dororo. just 2 rows.
as opposed to da-da-da-da.
Right, exactly.
This is do-do-do.
This was a story set in the 14th, 13th century. A samurai who his body was, he'd lost like 43 different parts of his body, and each of those parts got turned into demons, and then he goes around
Do we even
fighting
have
them.
43? Yeah, we got 40,
You know,
at least 43 parts.
Yeah, I'm not sure which parts exactly, but he goes around trying to fight these demons to regain those parts of his body.
I don't even know which parts he lost.
But it was an old black and white
I don't even want to know.
anime from the 60s.
No. Yeah, we can go there. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Are you thinking it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Funimation.
Shut up down there. Making too much noise. All right.
Funimation has acquired the rights for Ghost in the Shell Arise, the alternative architecture anime.
That was a good series. I like
Right,
Ghost
but
in the
this is
Shell.
the new series, which is like a prequel to the other movies and television series.
Nice.
So this new Arise has a younger version of Motoko, and takes place just after that World War that she was involved with. And it was released originally as an OAV last year in like hour or so long segments, and they've turned it into 8 episodes, so they've kind of cut it in half for each one.
Right.
And they've been broadcasting it as the alternative architecture, and so that's. And then they also just announced a new Ghost in the Shell film.
A live
with
action?
No.
What, animated one?
Animated with the Arise characters. So it's again another prequel one, but it's a film coming out this summer.
Nice.
Let's see. Hajime Isayama's Attack on Titan manga has 2 live-action films coming out, but they've also decided to make a live-action TV series, which will start showing in August of this year.
That's a big endeavor.
Yep. So
All
not
right.
only just the 2 live-action films, but now a TV series with some of the characters from the live-action films and new characters.
Now, if I wanted to watch the original Attack on the Titans, the animated,
Yeah.
how would I do that?
You would go to Crunchyroll,
Okay.
and it's a streaming available
So
on
just
streaming,
stream
and
it?
I believe it's also streaming on Hulu.
Is it free
And
or you have to pay for Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll, you can sign up for free.
You can sign up for
If
free.
you want to get it commercial free, then you have to pay the premium.
Oh, okay. Well, no commercials. That's not a big deal.
No, yeah, you just
Okay.
it's usually like 3 things
All right.
that'll play.
So it's like watching TV. You just wait for the commercials to
Yeah.
end and boom.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's the original Japanese version. The dub version may be on Hulu, if you want to check out on Hulu. And of course, it's been playing on Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Has it? All right.
Yep. So you can, if you want to record it on there, you can record it. And then there will be a 2nd season coming for the anime sometime next year, I believe. Let's see. And speaking of Attack on Titan, Shinji Higuchi, who's the director of the upcoming live-action Attack on Titan film, is going to be directing and doing the special effects for the new Godzilla film in Japan.
Very nice. All right.
Right, and he is working with the director of Evangelion, Hideaki Anno, and Anno's doing the writing and he's chief director, or I guess producer, for the new Godzilla film. So, and they've worked together previously too, on a short film through Ghibli Studios called Giant God Warrior Appears in Tokyo. Kyoshinhei Tokyo ni Arawaru. Now that giant God Warrior, whatever, is kind of based on the design from Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. Whatever old gods were that came and kind of destroyed the earth. And so this one, they kind of take that same design and they made this CG animated short film where it like attacks Tokyo.
Oh.
And it looked really cool, and they've worked together before on that and some other stuff. But now they're working again on the new Godzilla film. And so that's going to be really good. And they're hoping to come out next year with it. And they're going to make it taller than the American version one. So it's going to be taller than the 355-foot tall American.
Do we know if it's going to be campy Godzilla Japanese version or serious Japanese Godzilla version?
Well, to quote Higuchi, he says, "Next year I will deliver the greatest and worst nightmare to everyone."
Yeah, that answers my question.
So he's going for full-blown serious.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, and that's it for Anime Daisuke, but I've got some stuff from Northeast Comic-Con, which was last December.
Right.
I did some interviews there, one of them being with Naomi Grossman from American Horror Story.
Yep.
And another one that's the Needle Gnomes, who is a great artist, makes these little stuffy things that is crocheted or knitted. Plus, with the Northeast Comic Con coming up this June, I thought I'd put them in here in this show for May.
Nice.
They can check out some of the stuff. All right. Take it away.
James here with Naomi Grossman from American Horror Story, Freak Show, which is currently airing on FX Channel, and Asylum, which was aired a couple years ago. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
And one of the questions I have is, you have the Pepper character. Did you develop most of that, or they write that for you, and you worked out, the character?
It wasn't written for me. Ryan Murphy, the producer of the show, conceived of the character initially, and I obviously brought her to life, but I do know that they wanted a pinhead character, and apparently I was the one to do it.
Great. And I heard they got renewed for a 5th season, right? Are we going to be able to see more of Pepper?
I doubt that. Hard to say. I just... No spoilers, of course, but I do think that by the end of Freak Show, Pepper fans will be satiated. I don't think... We're not leaving a whole bunch of doors open for more. It's not to say it couldn't happen. I was already surprised to see a whole nother season of Pepper. So, it's been done before. It could happen again. But I don't think it's necessary, per se. I'd love to do it, of course, but I'd also love to play something new.
Naomi, what have you learned from acting with the people who really are freaks, quote unquote?
Oh, the real
born
freaks,
if you will. Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, that has been really an eye-opener. Because some of them are actors and some of them aren't. Matt Fraser, the guy who plays Paul Illustrated Seal with the little flipper hands, he's an actor from London, trained. He does a lot of burlesque. And, obviously, this is his biggest, mainstream commercial success. But whereas, like, Rose Siggins, again, I mentioned her before, but, the woman without legs, she was a mechanic living in Pueblo, Colorado until a few months ago. It's kind of, this is her first, she'd done like a documentary, I think, about her condition, but this is her first time doing anything sort of theatrical, and she's doing a great job. But yeah, it's been kind of eye-opening, and especially cool because, like, for example, at the premiere party, I'll never forget, the Kathy Bates and the Michael Chiklises, they were all excited to see us, like, hang out with us on the red carpet. And when I say us, I don't know why I say that, because I'm actually not, like, I'm totally unlike anyone on the show. There's the, born freaks, and then there's the A-listers, and then somehow I'm in there. Normally it would be the freaks so excited to hang out with, the big stars, and in this case, the stars are excited to hang out with the freaks, and that's pretty neat.
I'm here with Babbo the
Needle Gnome.
The Needle Gnome. Babbo the Needle Gnome here with over here in this, what is the store name?
Store's name, The Needle Gnomes.
The Needle Gnomes. They have some great stuff here, all hand knitted or hand crocheted, like this dragon right here.
Hi, this is Bubblegum the dragon.
Bubblegum. Yep, that's very cute. And lots of other things here, all kinds of characters from different movies or shows, genres. Even a Dobby is just beautiful. Like life-size Dobby is incredible. So how long have you been doing this?
I have been on the road going on 7 years right now, crocheting 8.
Wow. And how long does usually something like this size take?
Well, with the stuffed animals, they could take anywhere from 45 minutes to multiple days for me to make the parts. But I never make one while I'm doing them. I sit down and make them in batches. So as the dragons, for instance, I can make 3, possibly 4 a day, and then sit down to assemble.
Wow. And I also see, like, this here hat is a felted hat. How long does that kind of thing take?
Well, first I need my better half, my partner Natalie, to knit the hat. After she's done knitting it, we go through the felting process, which can take upwards of 45 minutes per hat to be able to shape and form the cone and make sure that the head size is proper for whoever's going to wear it.
That's great. I'm just beautiful stuff here. You know, there's some Doctor Who. There's like Minions, Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. You know, and it's great. So where can we find the Needle Gnomes?
Oh, well, you can find us at theneedlegnomes.com, or you can find us on Facebook, the Needle Gnomes. We are also, I believe, the first 2 searches on Google if you were to just search the Needle Gnomes.
Great. Thank you very much.
And thank you.
Here I am with Gary Sullivan of Gemmer. Tell me about Gemmer.
Gemmer is a brand new online community for collectors where they can share their collections, share information about objects that they collect, buy, sell, trade. It's a complete site for collectors, and we believe it's going to revolutionize online collecting.
And how can people find it?
It's gemr.com. It's in open beta right now, so people can join and post things on the site, and we're anxious for their feedback. Any suggestions they have as far as improving the site or things that they would like to see. And then in January, we're going to have a big public launch.
Excellent. I do know a lot of collectors and people who do that. You know, you never know when someone might know where to find something.
Right, and there are collectors of so many different types of things, and we want to be all-inclusive. You know, some sites are geared more toward antiques, but you know, we want to concentrate on young people as well as older people who collect traditional antiques. So some of the markets that we're really concentrating on are collectible sneakers and shoes, comic books, pop culture, things like that. So we really want to be an all-inclusive community.
That's great. Yeah, people can find a way to pass things down in a way like that. And
exactly. And even if you have something that you don't know what it is, that you inherited, found, bought at a yard sale, whatever, you can post a picture of it or a couple of pictures and ask the community to share their information, so you can get information for free. And it's still under development. Some of the features are functioning now. Some are going to be coming very soon. But it's an opportunity for people to get on board at the ground level and be part of something that we think is going to be great.
That's gemr.com.
Correct, gemr.com.
And then the other thing I'd like to say is this outfit you have is outstanding. Did you make this all yourself?
I did, yep. It's a steampunk outfit. Steampunk is an interesting style. It's kind of the notion of having modern technology in the Victorian steam-powered era. So there are a lot of gears and steam kind of motifs involved, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Your hat is excellent. It's got a little bit of the smoke coming out, and it's moving, and it's cranking, and then all this is. Can you lift your up? Lift this up. Yeah. Can you lift this up here, because the camera's like. No, just bring this up here. We can show. Wow, this is very cool.
My steampunk gun.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much.
These things are all made from found materials and salvaged parts, so it's a great way to pass the time.
All right. Thank you very much, Carrie.
All right. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Give it up for the Ghostbuster. So, ladies and gentlemen, who wins? Is it Catwoman? Or is it Ghostbuster? Catwoman? Ghostbuster. Winner, Catwoman! Give it up.
Hi, this is James with Brittany from Costume Supercenter. So tell me about this Costume Supercenter.
Well, Costume Supercenter is an online retailer. We sell costumes, accessories, party supplies, toys, basically anything fun, we have it. Pop culture related, mainstream, comic books, things like that.
And you're trying to build a how you say, with the costumes and the cosplayers?
Yeah, we run a thing called Cosplay Super Center, and what we do is we give cosplayers some of our products, and we allow them to modify them, incorporate them into their costumes, and basically they just tell their fans where they got the products and how they used it and how they modified it. In return, we add them to our directory, so we have a lot of bigger cosplayers. We have some that are at all of the cons who are very well known in terms of their looks and their costumes, and some of them actually have incorporated our costumes into something that they're known for at this point. So it's a very mutually beneficial relationship we have going on. They get costumes, we get some real feedback from people who know costumes the best.
Great. I mean, I've been playing Snape now for like 5 years. I gotta branch out a little bit and try something else. So
Plenty of things for you to try out if you want to, branch out into a new niche.
Yeah.
Outside of Harry Potter, we got plenty.
I know. All right. Great. Thank you very much. And so you guys are here today and tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be here today and tomorrow. We also have a special promotion going on for the con. If you use the promo code CSC at NECC, you get 25% off your order until the end of the year. There's no minimum, no maximum, 25% off.
All right. And so tell me about the website. We have a website?
Yes, we are at costumesupercenter.com. But if you wanted to see our cosplay related stuff, you would go to blog.costumesupercenter/cosplay supercenter.
Great. Thank you very much, Britt.
No problem. Thanks for coming by.
I also seen you do a lot of short films and things like that.
That's primarily self-produced. I just wasn't getting cast in a traditional way, so I started to cast myself. And I'm glad I did, because ultimately, it's kind of like Hollywood's sort of like the chicken or the egg, and I didn't have, a whole ton of mainstream experience with which to get cast, and so I had to create it for myself. So, you need to give them something to Google, in order to cast you, in order to entrust you in such a, meaty role. So fortunately, I didn't have to just have a resume to say, hey, cast me. Like, I could actually have something to show, even if it is sort of produced with my little Spanish teacher budget at the time.
Great. We hope to see more of you, Naomi Grossman, in future projects and stuff like that. And where can people find some of the things that you've been in?
Oh, well, like I said, I was a very fervent YouTuber for a while, so you can just check me out on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel if you like, although I'm not that active anymore. I'm active doing other things. And of course, my website is naomigrossman.net. I've got all sorts of stuff on my couple solo shows that I perform around the world, and Pepper, of course. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm verified, so you know it's me. And of course, it's Facebook and Instagram, and what else is there? All that stuff.
Great, thank you very much, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hope you come back to Rhode Island again sometime.
Oh, I know, it's a lovely place. Yeah.
All right. Back to the studio. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's it for my segment. Here's James with Carl from Starship Horizons. Tell me about your bridge simulator.
The Starship Horizons is a bridge simulator, so we're trying to simulate that experience of being on a starship bridge. We have tactical, communications, flight, and science, and a captain. And you need all 5 of these working together to get the ship moving. No one person gets to play this by themselves.
How long has this been in development?
We've been in development for a couple years now, but it's been all very slowly. It's only been in the last year or so that we've really started putting a team together and working towards what we want to build here. Beta should be in the next few months.
And so how does it work with, you can are you selling it as a package, or is it just something you're doing as events?
It definitely will be sold eventually. One of the things that's unique about the product is you need one computer as a server. The rest are just browsers. So you're going to be able to use it on an iPad, on a laptop, whatever computer you have around to run all those individual stations. And then just the one main one that'll be running the system and have the big screen up there for you.
Great. I saw that. They have like 4 screens and a big one for the main screen. And
Right, absolutely. And we've got touch screens here right now. It doesn't have to be, but it does just make it feel more interactive and more futuristic.
Cool. So how far away? I mean, is it just an exploration? Is it combat? What kind of systems or scenarios are they doing?
Absolutely. There's one screen that we could show you in there, and you push it, and there's just going to be stars all over the screen. And every one of those stars is a star system. So we're going to be able to create a dynamic campaign environment instead of just a one environment where you're blowing everything up, and that's the end of it. You're going to have a mission here, and then you go to the next system. So it might be science, it might be communications, it might be blowing things up when you get there. We're going to be able to cover that all.
Cool. I love that. Multi-scenario, interactive. It's got everything.
Right, and then if I can add one more thing that we're working towards.
Yeah.
The next thing we want to get to is being able to have fighters. So this ship is a very large capital ship. It's got a fighter bay, and we want to have Oculus Rift fighters that'll be sitting over there away from you, and they're going to be flying fighters and interacting with the main crew.
Oculus Rift. He just said Oculus Rift. Remember that. Oculus Rift. That's what Calvin had saw at Rhode Island Comic Con. He checked it out. That's like the next generation, 21st, 22nd century even. So where can we find Starship Horizons on the web?
Right now, the best place to find us on Facebook, and you'll find Starship Horizons there. Get connected with us. Get signed up. Beta is going to be happening soon, so if you get signed up with us, get us your information. We'll be happy to send out invites for that, and we'll start moving towards Kickstarter. That'll be our next thing. We want to get it out there. We want to get everyone excited about it, and we're going to make a good product.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Now we're going to go on to toys, props, and other
stuff. Much better.
Wow.
All right. This is where our wonderfully talented camera people points at things in the world of science fiction collectibles, and we speaks about them. So whenever you're ready. All right, some DVDs.
Yes, we have Planet of the Apes, the original one from the 1960s with Charlton Heston.
That was a good movie.
And the X-Men 2-pack, which is the first X-Men movie and X-Men #2. Both of these I got at Stop and Shop at a really low price.
All right.
Because they were previously viewed, but they have everything in it, all the discs, and they've been checked over for quality and stuff.
They
and
sell
playability.
previously viewed at Stop and Shop?
Yes, they do now. They
good
also
to
have
know.
new stuff, like if you wanted to get some Blu-ray or other DVDs, but those are usually at full retail price.
Okay.
So much for discounts there. But these previously viewed ones are really inexpensive.
Right.
But next to that is the new Diamond Edition of the 101 Dalmatians from Disney. It's finally come back out of the closet or the vault.
Come out of the closet. All right.
The Disney vault.
We're not going to go there. No. Okay.
Right. But there's going to be some other films coming up over the next, every 6 months or so, or 3 months. There's another one coming out of the vault.
Merchandising.
Now, whatever you do as a parent or as a father,
right,
don't get rid of any of the VHS stuff that you might still have until after you get the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Which is what I did.
You got rid of them?
I got rid of the
All
VHS. But you know when?
What?
At our yard sale or flea market sale.
Shame on
I
you.
used it for
Well,
RISFIC
then
donation.
it went to a good cause.
And yes,
There you go.
but then I got yelled at, and now I have to replace them all with the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Oh, and what did I see at Walmart, Wally World the other day? I saw the entire one season of Witchblade for like less than $20.
With Yancey Butler?
With Yancey
Oh,
Butler.
that'd
yeah.
be great.
Yeah, that was a good series.
Yeah, and the anime is cool too.
Yes, it is.
Although it's not PG-13, it's more of a R-rated.
Although Jay was saying they wish they had the same costume for Yancey Butler that they did for the comic books, but wow,
Yeah.
that would get like an R rating. All right. What do we got there, Jay? What's your statue all about?
That's the Catwoman.
Ooh.
From DC. It's one of those same edition, limited edition figures that we have been collecting.
Yep. Is that a whip, or you're happy to see me? Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's her
Hello.
whip. And next to that is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Oh, I love Plants vs. Zombies.
And I have been
Is that the second
assured
one?
by Ian that this is a very fun game.
It's a lot of fun.
And he's been having a good time since his brother sent that to him from California.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Cool.
Godzilla, is that the original one?
No, that one is Mothra versus Godzilla.
All right.
And next to that in the stack is Godzilla Raids Again.
All right.
All Monsters Attack and the Destroy All Monsters.
All right.
And then what I did was I realized that there's these issues of these Godzilla films with the Japanese language version, which I have never seen before. I've only seen the Americanized version with the American dub track.
Yep.
So I had the opportunity, and these are now getting pretty low in price on Amazon, to pick up these Japanese versions, which have the English version too. So some of them will have both versions, and some which at some point they decide not to really edit out too much from the Japanese version, just do the English version over the Japanese version, and so they're pretty much the same visually. And then there's a couple other DVDs I have here, Mothra and the Rodan, War of the Gargantuas, and stuff like that.
All right. And next to that, we had a whole bunch of R2-D2s.
Lots of little R2-D2s. Some of these are remote controlled or RC or wind up. And then the box there is a build R2-D2. It's like a paper cardboard.
A paper model?
Model, yeah. You can pull out the sheets. You can cut them out or press them out, and then you can assemble your own R2-D2.
That's pretty neat. Yeah, paper models have become very popular.
Yes, and they're inexpensive to produce. So
there are websites you can go online and download templates.
Templates and use the Pepakuru software, which is easy, for 3D models and things like that.
Yep, cool beans.
All right, that's the Jenna Campaign CDs I got from the Whomping Willow, Matt Majacomo.
Right.
He back before he started the Whomping Willow, he did this Jenna Campaign CD music, and I love his lyrics, and it's very poetic and stuff like that. And
this one gentleman that does this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just him and a guitar, and this is great music.
Nice.
And I saw him perform a few weeks ago, and he did some old music from his Jenna Campaign CDs. It was great.
Good. All right, if you would like to get in touch with us, our contact information is www.risfc.org, Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. We also have a Facebook page. You can go to our YouTube channel to watch past episodes of Sci-Fi Journal. We have a Twitter account if you want to get in touch with us over there. And the Rhode Island Science Fiction Club meets monthly for a whole bunch of different fun stuff. Cool beans, all right? Next month, we will be at Free Comic Book Day. So our June episode will be all about Free Comic Book Day. We go to the different shops and interview the store owners and the customers, and we get free swag. It's a lot of fun. It's cool. Any last shout-outs or anything we want to say to people before we go?
Jay,
any hellos or goodbyes?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. All right.
I want to say a shout out to my daughter Camille, who got accepted into Mass Arts.
Congratulations.
Yay.
All right.
So she's graduating in June.
Nice. Good going, Dad. You did a good job, you and your wife. Cool. All right. Anything else? I think that's it. That's going to be it for this May 2015 edition of Sci-Fi Journal. We had a shiny time. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in June. Hat is too big.
Shiny like your hiney.
Shiny like my hiney. I'm going to wear this.